Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a Mothercrystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up. Give me 50 good boards, 8 span each.
Clive. I am. Well, I'll bet all of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place.
We had a stole us from Lubos. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's...
One for this.
Welcome home.
It's good to be back.
I feel it, which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any, shouldn't you be putting your feet up? Thank you.
The conquer... Well, the fact that the scent.
The very scent, but whatever plan, as did his men. Orcsivian. The Waluders must have... Why work to rescue Kupka? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and one cannot... One must instead see... The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mothercrystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. Indeed he is. Well, not. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice, the wounds he left that night are considered...
I've never known you.
What?
I suppose we are.
Well, someone...
Nothing escaped. It's true.
Good.
Blackthorn.
What is it?
I wanted to tell you that...
Under you.
I'll try to live.
What do you need? A Sancfordian, do you? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, all right? And how am I meant to do that, then? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that should do you. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. Anything else?
No.
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. There shall be no...
All right, brilliant.
Finally.
It does.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates, I need to know.
Alas. No. And not for want of trying, not even the sort...
But I saw him.
Alas, it... To others...
A bringer of death.
Whether the ultimate... But until I do...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you're just spreading the...
So, you prefer... but I can think of plenty of threat, not least of all. Well, she's been going at...
Very well.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Quick look.
Always something in there.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
It hasn't been
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo. Only when it bloody bit me.
Could be nasty.
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right,
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
sorry, I've got to get this thermal displacement.
And this.
Only the fast... Where other vessels and those things have got more push, which is where the... I may have already talked some tight-lipped ship, but the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running... I'll come and see my dad, though. Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heating. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the...
Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else, I've got the designs and the list of... Show these to Blackthorn.
I can't make.
Look.
I think mid might need some help.
Blackthorn. Out with it. It's for mid. This my last chance of sound. Go on then. She said you would know.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but... And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here.
All right.
Still, if that's what it takes to get to...
And... Take a look at this. It's this plating. That means an L, which is where you look. Now, there's a special... As for the rest...
Well, one of us should probably...
And the other...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We... going after the start. Which one of these two lucky...
Gav, you're with...
All right, then. So, where do we...
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its bank.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy? I'll go and scout the place out.
All right.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supply.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me?
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav? Good girl.
Sorry. Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to... But if Stardust is what Blackthorn...
Then let's get bagging.
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on. Straight home now.
You finished?
Enough.
might even be enough for... Here... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. Or beats sneaking around on you.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Crack the crystal too? You're joking.
Might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started...
Excellent.
So?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be
salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't have...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken... What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's it?
Oh, Sid, is this...
Yes.
I'll show you the plans. Here you see the mithril. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the... Now, were we to rely... In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually... This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort... Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramic... And not only that, they're also water... Why? If sea or...
You can stop there. Mid said we... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, It's no longer a matter of just walking.
I see. Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head...
Good day to you.
Come on. Yeah! Time to fight.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thank the, ruins are...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted. The things I do for you.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well,
All right.
Might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. And just...
Right.
Awesome.
The plating's enough, which is why you need a prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing up. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. The helm and the plating are bulking up. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brain...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes. I've got all the details. Can you take this to him? See...
I'll pop for you, Clark. Well, actually, could you take a look at... She has some specific requirement, and yet remain cool enough on, as you can imagine. I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home, and yet...
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns.
So if we could
it might be applied to some material or other in order to... I shall speak to them and see what... If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary the knowledge of the path...
Thank you, Hub. And since you're asking, others do.
So you need a...
We do. I'll be heading to Mark.
The other can assist.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well...
Thank you.
I am sure either of the...
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done this.
So, Clive, who will accompany you?
Very well. So then, what do we...
I have taken the liberty of preparing...
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be...
Though these items may seem so much so, in fact, that they were now, of course.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will.
You two enjoy yourself.
You too, Ty. Now, where's Jill?
There's talk of a glass-gate flood has finally spread to the worm. But that'd make no
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for him?
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple.
All right.
How about you look for the Pepio nuts? And I'll find the other things we need. We can...
Up! You'll not find a bruised fresh cuts. Come and get them before them.
What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking. I can lighten your load if you let me. Just say the word. You're always welcome here in Lostwing. All anyone ever wants anymore is water. Great. How am I supposed to make
How
it?
the hell is anyone's...
Buy, sell, or be gone. Go on. Take it. That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and... Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what mid... But before we head back, would you walk with me?
It does. Just being here. Do you remember?
How could I remember how his nose would prick up at the scent? Wouldn't catch you now, would?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself, or...
There was, yes. Molly in the thought you might like to share one with.
I would. Thank you.
And a big white. What do you think?
You're...
Clive, is it wrong?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. When we can live on our own.
Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
How's work on the shield?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Taya how, and now that we have all...
You can count on me.
What about the shielding? Its
work is underway.
Apparently.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill. Of course.
Oh, and Clive, thank you.
It appears our work... When both the shield followed, perhaps...
Leave it. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep you.
You found something...
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that he supervised.
Brilliant! I knew...
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start with to the black...
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be
Displacement.
same different. Whatever you call it. Mid, you...
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is gonna...
It's finished!
Thank fuck for that.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and will be need...
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can...
Good luck to them, mate. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in,
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and... That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last... But now she's so close to being finished. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to. I want people to sail aboard her by choice. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise sod our plans, I'm...
Are you sure?
Something tells me it's... What?
He'd be proud of you.
You,
I was.
Right. There's just...
All right.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
Clive? We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twit. No excuses.
Not quite. She said there was one final...
She said that?
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway there.
Is that the thing Tomes held?
Obelith.
Yep. In a boat. You in a hurry and all, are ya? But anyway, I've got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it.
Thank you.
Don't mention.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well...
So what? Mid got us to do...
Well, but next time you plan on visiting...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Just like when we built... Anyway, we all set to head to the old hut. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the...
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on me. Just be sure.
Oh, by the way, she's got some things.
I hope she's...